And the sensory portion of the vagus nerve, in some lessons later we will study it, it controls the meninges of the brain. This is one nerve, it is called meningeal. And another nerve is called the auricle branch. Auricle branch, you see, has receptors in the skin of the ear. And when we do you see, the stimulation of these receptors by acupuncture, the sensory portion brings information to the solitarius nucleus, and solitarius nucleus, ambiguous, and vegetative nucleus, dorsal nucleus of the vagus nerve. This is one family. Do you see? And you can see solitarius nucleus contacts with dorsal nucleus of the vagus nerve and can do you see, correction of the function. Did you understand? You can see, because you see the ear has the special shape on which we have many projections of the points. For example, I will give you information. Sometimes, do you see, the more of women, they do puncture, да? They do puncture and complete here the some do you see, interesting things. Do you see? And when the women or now men, they want to be like women, do you see? When they do puncture, sometimes, do you see, they have problem. For example, in the lobule of the ear are placed more than the 60 pointings. Together 900, do you see, and here 60 pointings. And pointing for the vision organ, pointing for the genital organs, they are placed near. And sometimes the doctors, they want to do treatment by acupuncture of the genital organs, and the position of the pointings are very compact. Sometimes can do stimulation or contact with the pointing for the eye. And some women, when they do puncture of the lobule, do you see, they lose the vision. Sometimes the persons which have, do you see, abnormal vision, after this puncture can get the better vision. Did you understand? Pointings are placed very compactly, and it is very difficultly to accord the concrete topography for the different persons. Did you understand? Because sometimes can be, do you see, some abnormal results. Skeleton, do you see, over the ear is formed by cartilage. This is for the free, do you see, space for the visit of the sound. And the external ear, it is separated from medial ear by tympanic membrane. And from, do you see, inside, the whole, do you see, external acoustic measurements is covered by skin, like the whole ear. But only inside, in the meatus, are placed the special glands, which are called ceruleus glands, and they are specially for the antiseptic condition and for the soft, do you see, condition of the tympanic membrane. Tympanic membrane, it has incorrect round shape. It is not very correct round. It is incorrect round shape. And it is formed by fibrous tissue. It is formed by fibrous tissue. And this fibrous tissue doesn't locate in the whole square of the tympanic membrane. You can see this is tympanic membrane. And here, do you see, in the center, begin, like, do you see, like here, do you see, the main connective threads, do you see? And they direct by radial direction two sides. Where is your? Where's your? This? And you can see, these fibers, do you see, they direct by radial direction two sides, but they are placed very, very compactly, do you see, they are placed very, very, very compactly, and they are not placed everywhere. We have the sector, do you see, where the fibrosous tissue is absent. Here, when they began, do you see, I connected them, they do the projection of the connection. This is very thick place, which is called umbus, and this prominention, it directs, do you see, into the tympanic cavity. This, do you see, part, which includes the fibrosous threads, do you see, or fibrosous tissue, it is called tensor, strong part. And here it is absent, do you see? But from outside, tympanic membrane is covered by skin. From inside, it's covered by mucous membrane. You can see here, tensor part, do you see, or strong part. It is formed by 3 layers: skin, fibrosous tissue, and mucous tissue, from outside inside. Here will be only skin and mucous membrane, because this is pars flaccida, or soft part. Do you see? When will be inflammation of the tympanic cavity, and tympanic cavity, this is cavity of the medial ear, and here, do you see, mucous membrane will get, by inflammation, very thick condition by absorption of the inflammation fluid, and it, do you see, cannot be ventilated. It cannot have exit, and the 1 cubital centimeter is volume of the tympanic cavity. And here, do you see, is warm temperature, is dark, do you see, is very best for the development of the microorganisms. And when, do you see, the microorganism will develop, here will be collection of the leukocytes, will do the pus, and pus will try to find exit. And the pus will destroy this soft or pus flaccida. And do you see, the fluid, inflammation fluid with pus will exit outside. Because you must remember, if here will be destruction, after destruction, on this place can be regeneration and can be produced, do you see, the sutura by connective tissue, or sometimes if here was opening, do you see, around of it will produce like suture, the strong border. By both situations, the big, do you see, portion of the connective tissue, like, do you see, regeneration. Look here, the regeneration of the borders of the opening will be different situations can be. Do you see, the hearing will decrease. Because what is our external ear? It is locator. It catches the sound and by external acoustic methods directs to the tympanic membrane and does the vibration of the tympanic membrane. Do you see? And you can see, if, do you see, here will be the connective tissue, if here will be open, vibration will decrease. Did you understand? Behind of the behind or inside, give me the another portion. You can see, this is temporal bone. Do you see, this is temporal bone? Do you see? And our temporal bone, do you see, into the 25 times lesser than this. Do you see? And you can see this is tympanic membrane about which I informed you. It will be lateral wall of the tympanic cavity. Do you see? Medial wall will be oh my dear.